Peace Reflections. You are over here with Torethia, and welcome to my show. I got my whole crew with me. Roll up, pull up, because we are here to go down another rabbit hole. We are here talking about Lindsay Lohan and mind control. If you haven't watched any of my artificial intelligent videos, none of my MK Ultra videos, if you're new to MK Ultra and mind control and these Hollywood exposed videos, reflection, definitely go check out that playlist tab. Okay, remember these videos are alleged. Definitely go do your own research. Everything in my videos are what I heard. It's just what I heard. It's what I heard. Reflection up the street, around the block, up the corner, on Mars, Jupiter, and Venus. And I bring it back over here to Earth and let y'all know. I be like, y'all need to know what's going on. Because I heard what they said over there on Mars is y'all have to be quiet. Say it again, or your forehead get a little bigger, okay? Now, if you've been over here with my crew, then you already know what that means. But if you don't worry. Sit back in my spaceship. And after this video, hopefully you'll have a little bit more insight, reflection, because I'm not here to make you believe anything. I'm just here to leave a stain on your brain, okay? So with that being said, let me turn down this music in my spaceship. Anyone who isn't familiar with Lindsay Lohan, she was a child star reflection. Yes, we are on these child stars series because a lot is coming out about these child stars. It wasn't what we really thought it was, reflection. Seems like a lot of stuff that we were watching, we didn't know what was going on behind those smiling faces. I keep telling you, reflection. A smiling face ain't nothing but a smile turned, I mean, a frown turned upside down. That's all a smile is a frown turned upside down. So you have to watch it because it's a very thin line between misery and happiness. Okay. So you just have to watch that. All right. When you look at other people's lifestyles, always remember, reflection, you don't know what they had to do to get in that position. And if you did know, you might want that position as bad as you thought you would. Okay, so with that being said, hit the like and subscribe button because it lets everyone know that I have landed with my crew because they don't know, reflection, because I got drive outs and shit. I have drive outs, yes, and I like to write my own. You get what I'm saying? Expiration dates on my drive out because y'all have to have expiration dates and shit over here. So I was like, fuck it, I might as well get back there and write my own. You get what I'm saying? They have a problem with that for some reason. Reflection, I don't know. Y'all rules are they're very strict. Saturn must be over this planet or something because y'all got very strict rules. Okay. So with that being said, let's I'm not here to waste your time. Let's get into this rabbit hole. Let's get into this conspiracy theory. Let's see what was really going on behind the scenes with Lindsay Lohan.
Her life, her rise and fall, her everything about her life in the early 2000s was one of the hardest things for me to watch because we all saw how amazingly gifted she was from a very early age. Of all the teen celebrities who kind of grew up at that same era, the Disney girls, the Nickelodeon girls, Lindsay really stood out to me as one of the ones that was truly gifted in acting. The other girls played really cutesy roles. You know, they played roles that were very cookie cutter. Lindsay really was more diversified. She was a natural talent. When she was on our TV screens, she just stood out. There was a sparkle in her eyes. This is part one. July 2nd, 1986, Lindsay Lohan was born in New York City to Dina and Michael Lohan. Michael Lohan was a stock trader on Wall Street. He has also had many run-ins with the law, and Dina comes from a background of singing and dancing. Now, Lindsay actually grew up on Long Island, and she was signed to Ford modeling agencies at the age of 3 years old. She is the oldest of four, and her three younger siblings have all been in modeling and acting in some way or another. Now, Lindsay's first breakout role was Another World, which is a soap opera from like the 90s, and she was 10 years old when she got that role. From what I can remember, Lindsay's parents were always somewhat involved in her career, but they had a very tumultuous relationship. And Lindsay, being the oldest and being the one that really got very heavily into acting and all of that, she always seemed to be in the middle of their problems. But we'll get back to that. So in 1998, Lindsay gets her first huge breakout role, and that is in The Parent Trap. Okay, raise your hand that when you were watching this back in 1998 and you really didn't know much about Lindsay Lohan, you thought it was two separate girls playing Annie and Haley Parker, because that was me. Follow for part two.
Okay, Reflection. So she was a child star. Again, if you missed my video on the Olsen twins, remember they grew up in the industry. Reflection. You will notice a lot of these child stars that you see now, they grew up very young in the industry. That was all they knew. Reflection. That was all they knew. So just keep that in mind as we go on through this video.
Better late than ever. This is part 2, Lindsay Lohan. Before Lindsay was casted to play Annie and Hallie Parker, a few other actresses at the time were considered for the role. So apparently Scarlett Johansson was considered for the role. I also read that they offered Jenna Malone the part, but she turned it down 3 times. That role was meant for Lindsay, but imagine being the actress turning down that movie. It was such a hit. Mara Wilson, who is notorious for playing Matilda, was also considered for the role. This was the most surprising of them all. I'd never heard this, but Misha Barton was also considered for the role of Annie and Hallie Parker. I could not imagine the role being played by anyone else other than this adorable redhead with cute freckles. So Lindsay, playing both twins, had to shoot every scene twice, and each scene included a stand-in. So see this little girl right here? That is Lindsay's stand-in. That's Lindsay over there. I mean, this is a hardworking actress. Both of these girls are hardworking actresses. They had to film every scene twice. I can do a full deep dive on this movie, but I will save that for another time. Anyways, Lindsay's brother Michael was actually casted in the movie as well. He had a small role where he got sent to the all-girls camp, you might remember. Parent Trap was such a huge hit for Lindsay that she really did become a household name at that point. But her career kept growing and growing, and her next big role was Life Size, which was an awesome Disney movie. Yes, it featured Tyra Banks. It was basically about Lindsay bringing her doll to life by accident, her doll being Tyra. This is just 2 years after The Parent Trap. I believe Lindsay's about 13, 14 years old here. And shortly after this, she does movie after movie. We'll do that in part 3.
Okay, Reflection. This story sound familiar, don't it? This story sounds very familiar. All of a sudden, they'll give them a little piece, a little slice, just a little pinch of the cake, a little pinch of the cake. Let you see how you do with this little pinch. Then I may give you another slice. Then I'm show you where the dough is, and I'm gonna see if you ready to go through that door. Allegedly, I think Reflection that's how I go, but I'm not sure. But let's double back a little bit. Let's double back to the sister. Remember how they said that in Parent Trap that she played both roles. I mean, she had a stand up, she had a stand in. Okay, so think about that. A lot of people thought she had a twin. They was like, hell no, them two different people. Ain't no way that's the same Lindsay. Keep in mind, she just said that they had a stand in, right? Well, if let's go down this conspiracy theory. A lot of people think no, 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 T. Then let me give you the T. That ain't really what happened. Lindsay had allegedly a sister that was unalive. That's the word on the curve.
There's a conspiracy theory out there that Lindsay Lohan did not actually play both of these roles in The Parent Trap. The theory goes that Lindsay actually had an identical twin sister named Kelsey who starred alongside Lindsay in the movie. Unfortunately, Kelsey died shortly after the filming was completed, so there was a cover-up, and Disney said, oh, nope, it was just Lindsay. So 2 questions for you. 1, have you ever heard of this theory? And 2, do you think there's any chance this could be legitimate? I definitely have my thoughts on this. We take a closer look at this conspiracy theory in the first episode of Two Black Cats, the podcast, but I would love to know what your thoughts are.
Now, anybody that didn't seen that movie and anybody who hadn't, definitely go back and check it out. Reflection. For somebody that didn't think that movie, that was 2 different totally girls. I don't care. I do not care. It's no way. No, they had 2 totally different facial structures with the freckles and all that shit, they teeth and everything. None of that shit was the same. Reflection. You gotta go back and look. You gotta go back and look. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Maybe, but I don't think so. I don't believe in Reflection. What you think? Anybody that watched that movie Parent Trap, is that do you think that was the same Lindsay? Do you think that was a stand-in, or did Lindsay have a twin that was after the movie unalive? Reflection. What do you think?
Lindsay's next big movie after Life Size is Get a Clue. Brenda Song stars alongside Lindsay, and it's a very cute movie. Her fashion is very Clueless. It kind of takes you back to the 90s a little bit. In the same year that Lindsay does this movie, Gloria Stefan's production company decides to sign Lindsay into a 5-album production deal. Now remember, this is 2002. Hilary Duff was another big name at this point. She was singing, acting. All of the girls kind of in that genre who were leaving Nickelodeon or Disney were all doing similar things. They were playing similar roles. They were acting, singing, dancing. They were distinguishing themselves forming their own brand and really kind of building their fan base. Right after that, Lindsay does Freaky Friday alongside longtime friend Jamie Lee Curtis. And then right after this movie, she does Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. Then things get a little complicated. So again, this is the era of Hillary and Lindsay. Talked about this in a previous video. Hilary Duff dated the late Aaron Carter, and shortly after that, Aaron dated Lindsay, and there seemed to be this love triangle, if you will. I'm not going to go deep into this triangle out of respect for Aaron Carter recently passing. But what I will mention is there is a red carpet event for, I believe it's for Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. And this was right around the time she's dating Aaron. Hilary Duff goes to the red carpet event uninvited to kind of get a picture and like make it known that she's there. And that kind of turned into this like very public feud between the two girls. There was also supposed said feud about Chad Michael Murray, as he was in Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff and then also starred with Lindsay Lohan in Freaky Friday. Now there's this notorious cover for Vanity Fair that all of these starlets of the early 2000s did, which this cover makes no sense, but it also makes complete sense, if that makes sense. Anyways, Lindsay's right here in this corner, Hilary's over here, but apparently Lindsay was like really late to set to shoot these photos, and there was this like awkwardness in the air between the two girls. There was always some sort of like female beef in the early 2000s. Anyways, follow for the next part.
Okay, so Reflection, as you can see, remember Hilary Duff and all that. And I think she had her own show as well, Reflection. So you got to think all of these child stars, Reflection. Now, Lindsay Lohan, you get what I'm saying? She was no stranger to a little beef or two beef. You know, she was into it with Paris. Her and Paris, they had allegedly, that's what I heard over there on Venus. They said, I channeled it on Venus. They said over here on Earth now, back when, let me give you the tea, because you over here with tea. Hit the like and subscribe. But we talk about Lindsay Lohan and a little pinch of mind control. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Stay in the spaceship. Stay in the spaceship, Reflection. Okay, so it was alleged, Reflection, that her and Lindsay had a couple words. They had passed a couple licks, allegedly. But Lindsay Lohan had got on their scared shit. I don't know if they hit the button on or what, Reflection, but she went back, took it back, and said, "No, Paris really didn't put hands on me." That's what she said, Reflection. I don't know if Paris had the pull. I don't know if she hit the button. I'm not sure, but she retracted her words real quick. But we're gonna get into that later. We're gonna get into all that later. Let's keep going.
It's 2004, and this guy tends to date these younger female starlets. So he's 24 at the time. They get spotted together. Lindsay's about 17, and then when she turns 18, they actually go public with their relationship. They attend red carpets together. Absolutely love this photo of her. I think she looks stunning. This is also the same time as the absolute best, most epic movie in the world, Mean Girls. Seriously, thank you, Tina Fey, for creating such an amazing cast and such an iconic movie. Now, post Mean Girls, this is where we start to see a little bit of a change with Lindsay's life. She is surrounding herself with people who want to go out. She is going out a lot. She is being spotted by the paparazzi. You know, nothing crazy yet, but like we're starting to see Lindsay kind of become this socialite. Now, remember, up until this point, her career was the only thing truly defining her. And then slowly we start to see her personal life define her more than her career. Before I forget, Lindsay drops her album in 2004 called Speak, and you know, there's just some like sugary pop hits on it. It's enjoyable if you are an early 2000s buff. In 2006, this happened. And this happened.
So what do you think about that? We all seen this cycle beforehand. We Reflection. We all seen. We don't be knowing what be going on behind the scenes. So now all of a sudden she's kind of a lot of people like, no, she's just growing up. It's just puberty. She's just, you get what I'm saying? She just expressing herself. She just expressed herself. Is it that, Reflection, or do you think it's something more? Let's keep it going.
This celebrity car crash led to the creation of a new law. In 2005, Lindsay Lohan was trying to avoid the paparazzi during rush hour, but a photographer rammed his car into her Mercedes. After this, California passed a new law penalizing paparazzi who commit assaults trying to get photos. But I'm sure that didn't stop the photographer's insurance rates from going up. If only Jerry was around back then to help people, even with previous accidents, find.
So, Reflection, what was the point of that? The point was, keep in mind, remember what Britney Spears had said in her other video, who was another child star. Keep in mind, Britney Spears, Paris, and Lindsay Lohan all ran together. They all ran together. It's gonna come together. It's gonna come together. Stay over here with T because I'm trying to give you the T. Hit the like and subscribe button. So Lindsay Lohan, the paparazzi was after. They all was hot at the same time. Reflection. The paparazzi, the shit they was after her so hard she fucking crashed her car. I mean the paparazzi crashed their car into her car. Reflection. They trying to get a picture that bad. What's really going on? They let you know Lindsay Lohan, she was that girl at that time. Reflection. But behind the scenes, it was a whole lot of other shit going. How do you know it was a whole lot of other shit going?
Lindsay Lohan has been arrested quite a few times, and she has 6 mugshots. Let's talk about the events that led up to each one. I'm Petty Pop Culture, let's get into it. Mugshot number 1, July 24th, 2007. LA police spotted Lindsay's vehicle chasing another vehicle at high speed. When they pulled her over, they realized she was under the influence of alcohol and had cocaine in her possession. Mugshot number 2, she had to serve a 1-day sentence. She was serving time for a past DUI where she was caught driving the wrong way down a highway. Mugshot number 3, July 20th, 2010. She turned herself into LA authorities because she failed to complete the probation from her 2 past DUIs. She actually spent 2 weeks in jail this time. Mugshot number 4, she was back in jail again for breaking her probation after she failed a drug test. Mugshot number 5, October 19th, 2011. Her probation was finally revoked when she failed to do 25 hours of community service, so she was officially booked in jail without the chance of probation and posted a $100,000 bail to get out. Mugshot number 6, March 19th, 2013. This was related to a car crash on the Pacific Coast Highway that she caused and then lying to law enforcement. Got 90 days locked in rehab.
It could have been a little pinch of something going on. Reflection. What do you think? How did she go from that to that? Let's talk about it.
In 2006, this photo was considered one of the most iconic tabloid photos ever. It was like tagged the Holy Trinity. At this point, Britney was on the outs with Kevin. She was going out more. Paris had this very party girl reputation. And Lindsay started to be out and about, seen a lot, and there were rumors of substance abuse and other things and partying. Don't forget, this is the early 2000s. Paparazzis were vicious then. They were catching photos of these girls getting in their car and trying to get the underneath part of their skirt or their short dress or whatever it was. Anyways, back to this photo. You would think that they were all the best of friends, but that's not the case. I believe they were all leaving the Beverly Hills Hotel that night. And rumor has it that Paris actually hit Lindsay in the club. And paparazzi were confronting Lindsay about this rumor, saying, did it happen? Did she hit you? Are you okay? And Lindsay just denied it, kind of like scoffed it off and just kept going. I will say, if you look at this photo, it does kind of look like they're like walking ahead of Lindsay. They're not really waiting for her. She's just trying to catch a ride. So she's like following them real quick. Paris confirmed last year that they were not on good terms and that Lindsay just kind of got in the car and they didn't necessarily want to give her a ride, but there she was. There were also rumors at the time that Lindsay had hired people to like actually beat up Paris's brother at a nightclub. And I don't know if it happened on that night, but it happened one night when they were all out. Lindsay denied a lot of this. And Paris went on to call Lindsay a pathological liar.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. Lindsay ass, I seen the video. Her ass do be lying. Reflection. She had called her something, and within a couple of seconds, they said, "Didn't you say that?" She's like, "No, I didn't say it." I'm like, "Yes, the fuck you did. I heard you. Hold on now. I don't like nobody. If you gonna say something, stand on this shit. Stand on business, baby. Hit the like and subscribe button. You over here with T. I'm just trying to get you the T. I'm just trying."
Please said that you never want Lindsay Lohan's name spoken in the same sentence as yours. Paris, say 3 nice things about Lindsay Lohan.
She's beyond.
Okay, that's fun. That's a pretty nice one to say that she's beyond.
Lame and embarrassing.
Okay, all right.
Paris said, "Do you really want me to tell you how I feel about her? Do you really want?" Because I didn't want her drunk ass, allegedly. I don't even know if she was drunk. I went in Paris' car. But allegedly, Paris said, I didn't want her pissy ass getting in my car. No way, baby. I didn't even want her in there, but I ain't want to be rude and shit because I'm a princess. I'm a princess, baby. And I ain't want her, you know what I'm saying? I'm a giving person. I didn't want to, leave her out there and shit, but we never even invited her in our car. We didn't even, with my car, we never even invited her. She just jumped in and shit.
Explaining the beef between Lindsay Lohan and Paris Hilton in the early 2000s. They used to be the it girls back in the early 2000s. Basically, in 2006, they started beefing, and it was shown through paparazzi videos because there was no Instagram, no Twitter. So here's a video of Lindsay saying that Paris hit her to the paparazzi.
Video that Paris Hilton, and I'm saying this on tape, she hit me last night for no reason, apparently, at my friend's house, and I didn't know she'd be there, and she hit me.
So after that, she tried to say that Paris didn't hit her. And there's a video of her calling Paris the C word to the paparazzi and then denying it like 5 seconds later.
Yeah, that's enough, man. That's enough. Why is Paris a we got you saying a second ago.
And then not much long after came this iconic photo of Miss Lindsay, Brittany, and Paris. Paris claims that she was not invited. You could kind of tell by Brittany's face.
Reflection. So as you can see, you'll get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. She'll throw a rock and not, you get what I'm saying, hide her hand and shit. Cause we all heard what she said. She said Paris hit her ass. Now was that the double or what was it? Let us know, because somebody just said that Paris hit you. And a couple seconds later, reflection, she said, no, I don't remember. I don't know if they hit the button or what happened, but she said, listen, that was my other conscience. Cause listen, I don't remember her putting hands on me. You're not finna make me say that Paris put hands on me. Paris, can I get in the car? I think it was something like that.
Mom, 40,000?
I did do everything that I was told to do and did the best I could to, balance jobs and showing up. I'm sorry. I'm not taking this as a joke. It's my life. And it's my career and something I've worked for my entire life.
It's like somebody who cheats doesn't think it's cheating unless they get caught. Because she knew it, the program told her. And 30 days in jail on the second DUI case consecutive. That's 90 days in jail.
Tell sheriffs where to put people. I'll see everybody back here November 2nd. People, have your ducks lined up.
Mom is threatening everybody. You already told me that it's in the first place. Mom said she's calling the cops on you? Yeah, she's calling the cops on me. Give me my money back. Give me my 40,000 back. I can't even figure it out.
Reflection. For the love of money. For the love of money, you seen it. Now we all have heard, if you go down these child stars, if you listen at their life story, they all say the parents had their hand in the cookie jar. The parents, I know a lot of them like, well, shit, what did we had to go to their practice? We had to put them on this shit. Reflection. They like, no, y'all knew what was allegedly, y'all knew what y'all was sending me into. Y'all knew. Now a lot of them probably didn't know. Reflection. A lot of them probably didn't know, but a lot of them allegedly was born for this shit. What do you mean? That mean they were born, they was raised, they grew up. This is what you're going to be. Keep in mind, they were young going into this lifestyle. They were young. Some of them was shit under 6 years old, becoming an actor. This is their daily job, and not only that, they're separating the child from their parents. Reflection is almost like they're becoming your family. They becoming your parents. Okay, so think about what all that does to the psyche. Think about what that does to the child trust. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Reflection, because we don't know when you do drop them off, allegedly all the shit that's going on. You just got to think about that. So when you see these child stars grow up and then they behave out of control, and you be like, if I had that lifestyle, I don't see why you're jeopardizing everything you got. Reflection. If you had that lifestyle, you sure you might would do what they do in reflection. You might would. You get what I'm saying? To cope. You get, I don't know, reflection, but I'm just saying. as we go through these child stars lifestyle reflection, you will see they are going through a lot of dramatic things behind the scenes. It's a reason why they catching all these DUIs. It's a reason why they are going to jail and then getting out of jail reflection, and they're totally different. It's a reason why reflection, but the question is, what is the reason? That's what we here to figure out. Reflection. Hit the like and subscribe button. You over here with T.
Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. Great outfit. Right back at you. Hi, I'm Lindsay Lohan with Lindsay Lohan on the set of Bustle. What's been your favorite role to play? I don't have a favorite because I've enjoyed every role. I really enjoyed doing Georgia role because it was different for me at the time. It was more of a little bit of an adult departure for me. So I liked it because it felt more challenging. How was Jane Fonda? She was great.
I thought that was important. All my conspiracy theories over here, you already know. You already know what's up, don't it? You already know what's going on. It's only magic if you can put it in plain sight. Now let's keep it going.
Are you still close with these people? I was writing with Lindsay like 2 days ago. I invited her to this party. She's coming to LA in a few months, so we're gonna make plans to see each other, the babies. And then I was talking with Brittany like 3 days ago as well, and we were planning a girls' night because she wants to come over, and we just play dress up and hang out. It's really fun.
She said, listen, I got to change her heart. Me and her, we done made up and shit. You see, I got on my butterfly outfit and shit. You see it. You see, I'm still looking young forever. You see, do you see reflection? Let's keep going. Let's just keep going.
Were rude to celebrities. Lindsay Lohan was on David Letterman when he started making fun of her addiction. He asked her if she should still be in rehab and began interrogating what she did in her past.
Aren't you supposed to be in rehab now?
Do you not watch anything that goes on?
Lindsay tries stopping him by saying she was uncomfortable discussing the details, and this was never mentioned in the pre-interview. This didn't stop David from asking more invasive questions, to which Lindsay eventually started crying. This woman asked Fifth Harmony if any of the girls date around too much and can't commit to a guy. This caused Camila Cabello to shut down the interviewer by saying that it's their decision were rude to celebrities.
So what do you think about their reflection? Look at all the stuff that these child stars had to grow up enduring. We don't know what went on behind those closed doors, but we know something probably went on. Reflection. We know we could be a little pinch. Could be a little pinch. You will hear about it probably. Who knows? But with that being said, reflection, her personality, you can tell, has been split from the double video that you seen. Lindsay talking to Lindsay holding another conversation with Lindsay. Reflection. It's symbolism in a lot of things. It's a lot of symbolism in there. Okay, so with that being said, reflection, think about all of the pressures that she had to go through. Shit, she go on an interview, they bringing up her past, they bringing up rehab, they bringing up you got to keep in mind, reflection, she's in front of millions of people, she's on the air in front of millions of people. So just think, it's like everywhere they turn, it's like you throwing a rock at me. I can't even build myself up because every time I try to build myself up, you tearing me right back down. Okay, so what do you think about that? And they already separate them from their family, so it's like your original foundation that you came in with, you shitted on them, reflection, not intentionally, but that's what it looked like. You shitted on them. So it's like, who do I really run to? Not that you can't run to them, reflection, but in the moment, that's the mindset that they probably would have. Okay, so it's like, I really don't have anybody to run to. The person that I thought I could run to, the person who said that this is supposed to be my new family, I realized that these motherfuckers ain't nothing like who I thought they were. So think about it like that. Put yourself in those type of situations, reflection.
A pop culture moment that was so iconic to me was when Lindsay Lohan inspired Chanel to make ankle bags because of her ankle monitor. In 2007, after Lindsay Lohan was arrested for DUI, she got put on probation with the ankle monitor, and then she tweeted, "Can Chanel please help me out by getting me some stickers to put on my scram bracelet so that I can at least wear a chic dress, maybe X," which inspired Chanel to create a line of ankle bags in their 2007 spring-summer collection in all different patterns, colors, sizes. Like Lindsay Lohan's impact.
Now you hear that, reflection. He said that was a fashion statement right there. A fucking ankle bracelet um cover. That's the a Chanel ankle bracelet cover reflection. Really? Really? Sometimes you just gotta step outside the box and look at shit for what it really is. You sometimes reflect, you just gotta step outside the box and look at shit for what it really is and say this shit don't make no sense. Wait a minute. Now you telling me what now? Now she went to jail and got out, and now she wearing Chanel ankle bracelets and shit around here. Okay, okay. This the new fashion statement. Okay, okay. Reflection. Sometimes you just gotta really sit down and you gotta say what's going on.
This is how Lindsay Lohan ruined her career. So she started her career by working as a child model at the age of 3. She then later on gained a lot of recognition and was then casted by Disney in the remake of The Parent Trap. She gained huge success after this and became a teenage movie star, appearing in so many different hits, including Freaky Friday and Mean Girls. In 2007, Lindsay Lohan was rushed to the hospital after being in a car accident. She was then charged for drug possession, followed by her arrest. And after that, the severity of her downfall was highlighted by the critical response to her next film, I Know Who Killed Me. But it might not be the end of her career. Lindsay Lohan is set to star in the Netflix Christmas movie by the end of the year.
So what do you think about that reflection? What do you think about Lindsay Lohan, the life of Lindsay Lohan? And what do you think about her parents? Her accusing her parents of stealing money from her. Reflection. What do you think about that? We heard this story several times with these particular child stars. What do you think about her catching all these particular DUIs, running away from paparazzi, being into it allegedly with Paris, getting into a little altercation with Paris? What do you think about all this reflection? What do you think? And not only that, what do you think about her? Is she just a liar? Reflection. When she retract her words, when she instantly will say one thing, then within seconds say, I didn't even say that. Reflection. Is she just a compulsive liar, or was it something more to that? Okay. Remember, definitely go do your own research, because this is shit that I heard over there on Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. Yes, I heard it over there, and I rolled up and pulled up twice before I came over here. So you got to check my shit. You have to check my information. So with that being said, reflection, remember, nothing is new under the sun. Until next time, Ashe.